Welcome to the BoredGamers podcast, episode 3.
2. It's 2.
No, we did 2.
It's 2.
No, we did 2 the other day.
Well, yesterday was 1.
No, Flashcast.
I didn't think it was an official one.
Okay, well, I don't know what episode this is.
This is officially episode 2.
This is officially already a train wreck. I'm your host, Chansey. With me, we have...
Camden Olsen.
I'm Iggy Azalea's boyfriend, Michael the Green.
Wait,
What?
You heard me.
do you have any pictures?
Yes.
Michael
I am
the
contractually obligated not to show them, though. So
I'm gonna like send this via Twitter to her.
Why do you say via?
Via?
Thank you.
Via?
Stop.
Leviathan?
God, your whole life is a train wreck.
It's not Leviathan.
Yeah, but
Leviathan.
words.
Via. Where did the word via come from?
I don't know. I'm not a linguist.
Linguist?
I
Linguist.
don't know words. I know board games, and that's why I'm here.
So you don't know words.
We're here to talk about some games.
So it could be via.
Well, we're here to talk about multiple things today.
Some games that are going to be coming out, some things that are going to be hitting us in the future. We've got a few things. Actually, this spring coming up in the summer is going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have Gears of War 4 was announced.
Well, they did a teaser. It's coming out in October. The teaser, it just had some broad holding a rifle. She looked like a college soldier, and there was just a big memorial statue to Marcus Phoenix.
Did you say college soldier?
What?
No, what?
A cog.
Oh,
Cog.
sounded like
Cog,
you
that's
said
what they're called,
college
the
soldier.
cog. Have you not played the Gears of War games?
I beat the first one with you when it first came
Well,
out.
okay, then. You should know what the cog is.
Those were memories as my brother, we should share. And
That was like a decade ago.
Yeah, back when you had your whole life in front of you. Now it's just withering away into nothingness. Anyhow, it's like a 30-second teaser. Looks good, but again, I don't know what they're getting at showing the memorial to Marcus Phoenix. I don't know if he dies in this storyline or whatever the case may be.
I do know that this is sometime after, because you are playing the son of Marcus Phoenix, who is voiced by one Liam McIntyre, a.k.a. Spartacus, a.k.a. Weather Wizard. McIntyre.
Wait, what?
Whatever, I don't
McIntyre?
I don't fucking know.
I don't... McIntyre.
Well, I want Bender to voice him.
Spartacus, the dude that died.
Spoilers.
No, IRL, he's Bones.
Really?
So how can he play Marcus's son if he's dead?
It's the other guy.
No, it's not. That was
I
Andy Whitfield.
I didn't
Wait,
watch
what?
this. Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
The original Spartacus, the guy that played Spartacus.
He's Bones.
Yeah,
he
died.
had the cancer. I know.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Man, that fucking sucks.
Then the other guy.
It was a weak Spartacus.
Yeah, okay, and then he's Marcus's son, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
Whatever.
He's got a good voice.
Regardless, if the
You have a good voice.
Thank you, sir.
If the redoing of the first one they put out, what was that called? Like the Ultimate Collection or
Something like that.
If that's any kind of indication what this game is going to be like, it's going to be awesome.
Ultimate Dude Bro Collection.
Shut up. What games do you like? Mario Maker?
Yeah.
Mario Maker's pretty intense.
I mean, yeah, but
from what
still,
we saw.
Stop.
Just Cause.
That game's terrible.
That game is great.
No.
Yes.
That's awful.
It is great.
It's awful.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I played it.
Just Cause 2 is like the best game ever.
Really?
Compared to what other games do you like?
It is no Dragon Age Origins, sir. Don't even try and say Dragon Age Origins.
He's not into the whole
I
sword
don't do
and
RPGs.
sorcery RPG.
Oh, well.
RPGs.
You're one of those guys.
I like stupid sandbox games.
Yeah, if you're a stupid sandbox that occasionally a cat uses as a litter box.
I mean, I like GTAs.
GTA is good.
GTA
Everyone
5
likes
is great.
GTA. Yeah.
I mean, Just Cause 2, it's just... I don't like it for story or anything. It's just dumb, stupid fun. Like, remember Mercenaries back in the day on Xbox?
Those games were fun. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, but why did you like that game?
Because the guy had a sweet faux hawk and he was punk rock.
Shit.
No, because it was just stupid fun that you just caused mayhem and shenanigans.
I like Destroy All Humans.
That's what...
Destroy All Humans was fucking tight.
Where's our reboot of that?
For real.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting Gears of War 4.
So, October, I forget the day. It's in October. It's going to be good. Excited. Also...
Oh, new God of War.
Really?
So,
I hear
quick
they're
time event, the game, not interested.
It's not a
Eh.
Telltale game.
I am. No, I am.
All the boss fights are quick time events.
Who
Yes,
cares?
I-
It's still
They're
awesome.
That's
But-
what ruined Shadows of Mordor.
But-
Have you ever played, like, whenever you play God of War, you go through puzzles and shit?
It was dumb.
But this
No.
one's going away from what I hear. It's going away from the Greek mythology and going towards Norse mythology.
I mean, Vikings are cool.
Dude.
Again, if
I
they
mean, it
keep-
can't be Kratos though.
If quick time events are going to be their bread and butter, then I'm not interested. There's no that is not fun for me.
Dude, even so,
I just
like,
want. I
alright.
just want a good 2 human game.
All right.
I mean, I liked
I'm sorry.
Human.
I liked God of War. I liked God of War. The story was tight. I like Kratos. I like the character. Shut up, Camden. It was a good game. You may not like quick time events. He doesn't like swords and shit. So fuck off.
Well, I mean, okay, Shadows of Mordor, awesome game. I don't think the Nemesis system was as great as everyone like billed it to be. I don't think it was really that game changing. It was neat.
I think it was silly that you could cut off people's heads and they would come back.
Yeah, but they would have like metal and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
but
these orcs don't know like reconstructive surgery. Like we can't even do a head transplant.
I mean, we're
like,
going
didn't,
to.
like, Russians do that with like dogs and shit,
Those crazy rescues.
like in World War II.
I have no idea.
That may have been some creepypasta bullshit.
I have no idea. But in other news, there's coming out, I believe I read an article yesterday, Dark Souls, a ridiculous board game whose only claim to fame is it being so difficult. That's what makes it fun.
Well,
I've never got behind those games.
I
Is it
haven't.
board
I haven't. Yeah, there's
no, they're
a.
coming out with a board game.
It's coming
The
out on
video game-
Kickstarter anyway.
My bad. The video games I've never got into. They have a huge following. I'm sure some of you guys play them and enjoy them. That's cool. I like how they look. It's just it's too hard for me.
Okay, well,
I want to be able to kill stuff.
I've played it. I've played it a lot because I have two particular friends who are really into From Software in their games, and I've played it quite frequently, and I don't like the gameplay, but I absolutely love the lore and the story behind it. The problem with it is that I don't think it gives you enough of it within the game. There's not enough NPC interaction for you to like keep motivated to like go forward.
And it's really, really hard.
And it's really, really hard.
Okay, so I don't have an Xbone. I'm kind of thinking about buying one again.
Do it.
But I mean,
Play
there's
Black Ops 3 with me.
No, I
Yeah.
I got it on my PlayStation 4, so.
Well, cross-platform play is supposed to be.
Yeah, but I
happening.
can't. There's not really many games like exclusives that's like swaying me towards.
Yeah, Xbox just has the better,
I would-
online systems.
I would say
I don't
Kingdom
play
Hearts
online.
3 is coming out.
That's
but-
coming into all systems, I heard.
Yeah.
I see, but I don't play online though. I mean, I rarely play.
I mean, Second Son was a good PS4 title exclusive, although that felt like you beat it real fast. And,
Uncharted.
And
I mean, I kind of want it just for backward
It's
compatible
Doom
titles.
Tomb Raider. Uncharted is Doom 2 right now.
Like,
I really
It's
like
Doom
Tomb
2
Raider.
Like Condemned, Crackdown. I mean, Crackdown and Halo are.
Crackdown's coming out to Xbox. Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like
Wait,
the original
Are they coming
Crackdown.
out with a new Crackdown?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Those games are awesome.
Yeah, Crackdown is great.
I liked the first one. I didn't like the second one.
It's like Crackdown, Saints Row, and Grand Theft Auto are like the three.
I never got into Saints Row.
Saints Row is so good.
I liked Saints Row 1 and 2. After that,
No,
It's hard
no,
it got
no.
really
Sa-
goofy,
Saints
like,
Row, the fourth.
they go to hell and there's aliens.
Get out of hell! No, the fourth
The
one.
Earth
you
gets
got
destroyed.
Keith David and Roddy Piper in it, and they recreate their fight scene from They Live. It's great.
okay, that
And then
that
Roddy
was
Piper is on
like
your
the only
team.
cool part.
I don't know how I feel about this. But all of this, long story short, Dark Souls is getting a board game coming out on Kickstarter later this month.
My question about that whole board game is, because we don't.
I don't know
As of
anything
right now,
about
we
it.
don't know much about it, but I'm speculating that they're going to try and implement the difficulty of the game into the board game itself.
Well, if they
because-
want to do that, they can look no further than the Gears of War board game, because that's the only game out of all of them that I own out of my collection we can't beat. That game is too difficult.
Well, we can't seem to beat Grizzled, damn it.
We've won several times, just not many. But Gears of War, the board game, we have never won. It's like it's based off of the original Doom board game, and uses the same system. It's like a dungeon crawl, miniatures. It's just hard. The AI system is punishing. It's just hard, and I like a good challenge in a board game. I like having to band together and really work hard to beat the game. But I don't know. I'll put money on Kickstarter for it, I'm sure.
Another thing that I'm kind of worried about whenever it comes to the game is that there's just so much of Dark Souls in like the game, because like every environment you go to has like pages upon pages upon pages of lore behind it, and it's brilliant. It's amazing. And I'm wondering how they're going to try and convey. Are they going to like try and make it like the entire adventure where you're going from the beginning, ringing all the bells or whatever, to get to to revive the light, whatever, to end the curse, or what?
I imagine they're going to play it safe. It's going to be a dungeon crawl-like game similar to Descent, Doom, Gears of War, the Star Wars Imperial Assault. It's going to be that sort of game. There's going to be tiles, and you have figures, and you move around. There may be some card play. I think that's what it's going to be.
Well, a lot of the thing about Dark Souls, another thing is it likes to focus on you against the world. So I'm curious if it is going to be a cooperative game or a competitive game, or actually I think something that might be interesting is where you have one player playing up against like maybe 2 or 3 other guys.
So take kind of like the mechanic that Descent has, where it's all the players, 4 players versus 1 overlord, but reverse it, and there's 1 player versus 4 other people who are controlling the environment trying to kill them. If they did that, I think that would be a pretty unique... There's nothing else out there that I know of like that. Oh, no, I take that back. Spectre Ops. You're playing 4 different guys trying to chase down the agent. But this is a little more Metal Gear-y because you're sneaking around and trying to sabotage this company. It's more of a deduction than like a Descent type game.
But you mean like Clue?
I hate Clue.
Okay, so I'm going to take it way back here a minute. You mentioned Doom. Did you by chance try out the Doom beta?
Is it open yet?
I thought
it opens the 15th.
Ty, it looks like they've focused a lot on like, just like it kind of looks like it's gonna feel like Unreal Tournament.
Okay, so off of Doom, Quantum Break. Have either of y'all played that? Gotten a chance to play that?
I haven't played it.
Nope.
It doesn't look like my type of game. It kind of looks like what Watch Dogs tried to do, and try to do something like unique and different, and it just kind of looked like it's gonna tank.
I mean, it's got a lot of good star talent in it. So
yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. I'm just
Iceman.
I'm just curious.
Homeboy from The Wire.
I know nothing about it, but back to the Doom thing. Beta shows released April 15th.
April 15th.
Rainbow Six new DLC comes out on the 14th.
I've not played Rainbow Six since Vegas 2.
Oh my god, you need to get on Siege, homeboy.
Another upcoming release this spring, or I guess it will be considered summer. Battleborn, May 3rd. The beta for that also opens up. I believe it's the 13th through the 18th.
Battleborn, we'll definitely dedicate an episode to Battleborn.
Yeah,
I think we should actually dedicate
Gearbox has knocked it out of the park with all of the Borderlands games.
I think we should just dedicate an entire
Nukem.
episode to our online shooters that we like to play.
Leave Duke Nukem out of this. But you never played Borderlands.
I tried playing the first one. I couldn't get into
Those
it.
games are
I did not like Borderlands. I got into the first one. I really, really enjoyed it. And I played all the way to the end, and the ending disappointed me so much to where I swore it off.
Why? Why was it disappointing? It was a big alien you fought.
You fight this big alien, you're going to get this treasure. Nope, vault closes. Fuck off, player.
And it leads to the other games.
Yeah, well, I don't give a shit enough to continue.
Okay, we had those LAN parties where we all played the pre-sequel together, and you had fun.
I did have fun because I was with other people.
Games?
I don't like those games.
What games?
The Telltale Borderlands. Tales from the Borderlands. Was it Tales
I
from
have
the
not
Borderlands?
played that, but I love Telltale games.
Our friend plays Eli. He's been on here before. He plays them. I've never played. I've watched him play the Telltale, and they look interesting, but I'm just...
All right.
That's not my jam.
So, have you played Wolf Among Us or heard of Wolf Among Us? Like,
it's free on Xbox One right now if you have gold.
It's Fables, isn't it?
Do you know, like, the story of it?
No idea.
Okay. So, these fairy tales, Big Bad Wolf, all those, Red Riding Hood. Well, they got exiled from their homeland and made the Great Odyssey over to America. And they have a little small town in New York called Fabletown. And the Big Bad Wolf has turned over a new leaf. Instead of being a bad dude, he is known as Bigby Wolf, and he is the sheriff of Fabletown, and you play as him trying to investigate murders and shit. And they have like these things called glamours where they turn themselves into humans, and they have to renew that every so often to remain in like a human state, so they don't like get into their creature form.
I'm pretty sure that's ripped off of True Blood.
You go away right now.
Pretty sure Fables has been around longer than True Blood.
It is from DC Comics, so
whatever. Another thing coming out that we're going to be, it's coming on Kickstarter and board game related, is going to be the sequel to last year's Kickstarter from Cryptozoic, the Ghostbusters 2 board game. I'm pretty excited about it. I was one of the day one.
What more character-wise could they possibly like put out for it?
That I don't know, because they pretty much covered every spectrum, like all spectrums of Ghostbusters.
I think Filmation needs to put out their own Ghostbusters board game.
I'm going to pass. I think it's going to be more scenarios, more ghost types, more tiles, maybe some different game mechanics, because the game itself is pretty simple. It's fun. You definitely feel like you're busting ghosts.
I've only played it a handful of times. I've enjoyed the times I've played it, but
I mean, you feel like you're in there. You're busting ghosts. You're getting slimed. You're
one of
you're
the
putting
few
your beams on other ghosts and trapping them.
It's one of the few games that we can play cooperatively and actually succeed in.
And do well. Yeah, we don't work too well together.
Really need to play the Ghostbusters game for PS3, 360.
I didn't even know that released.
Oh, that game is so good.
I thought that was like stuck in production hell.
No, it's so good. It's,
All right,
it's basically the third Ghostbuster movie. It's so good.
All right.
Well, I think
all the voice cast is there except for I think.
Harold Ramis.
No, Harold Ramis was there.
Oh yeah.
No.
He wasn't Bones yet.
No, the dude that quit acting.
Oh.
That played Tully.
Oh, okay.
Rick Moranis. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah. Well, what I think is going to be happening is that they're going to, because the first game they focused a lot of the stuff they pulled from the first movie, so I think they're going to pull from the second movie for this one. I don't know, maybe they'll incorporate the 4 new Ghostbusters from the upcoming movie.
That's for another show.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll do it. That'll be cool to have more characters with varying character powers. I think once we get a camera and get going on that, we'll do a live playthrough of that, because I think it'd be fun to watch. It's a great production as far as the pieces, the game pieces. Especially if you were a Kickstarter backer at the pledge level I did, which I believe was Mass Hysteria. It was you get a lot of stuff for a little amount of money. We haven't even begun to play through all the scenarios and stuff, and we've had a good time with it. And the last, as far as board games that are coming up that I'm pretty excited about, is in July. That's when the Kickstarter backers should be getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right, I'm in for
game.
that. I'm so in for that.
Yeah, when I heard about that was one of the other ones I was an early bird backer on, and I can't wait. So much cool stuff. Signed lithographs, all sorts of just mutant mayhem. I don't know, man. I'm really excited. It'll be fun. Everyone among our organization is super into the Turtles. So I think it'll just be a good time all around.
Speaking of which, what about the new Turtles movie? How excited are you for that? Both of you.
Shouldn't we make this a show too?
Yeah, I think the Turtles, it's
all
going
right,
to deserve its own.
Next show could be Turtles and Ghostbusters
have
movie.
you seen the 03 series?
The 03 series?
Yeah. Yeah, y'all haven't seen the 03 cartoon.
No.
Yeah, it's the good cartoon.
Wait a minute. May have.
It was like 2003 to like 2008. The first 4 seasons, I think, drew heavily from the original comic series, and I think Laird was a writer on that show. So it stuck pretty close to the original comics.
Okay.
Yeah,
forgive me if I'm wrong, but did it not once have an episode where like Donatello got stuck in a comic book world and it was dedicated to Jack Kirby? That may be a different cartoon that I'm thinking of. Then.
I don't think so. I know they did a Turtles Forever movie where the 03 Turtles went back to the 80s Turtles, and then they went back to the original black and white series.
That's cool.
Yeah, and all the worlds merged, and they had to stop Shredder and Krang. Like both versions, all versions of Shredder and Krang. It's pretty great. That'll be another show, because that...
I want Turtles in Time to get put on the Xbox Live Arcade.
It won't. That got pulled for rights reason. I think I may have it on my PS3 though.
I would die, and I would play that so much because that game was so legit.
trying to think of anything else as far as board games. I know Star Wars Rebels, or not Rebels,
Not Rebels.
Rebellion came out, which is like big starships. You get a Death Star miniature. It's only 2 players, which is the only kind of part that I'm maybe not in a big hurry to buy it. But that came out recently, and it's already almost sold out on Amazon. Fantasy Flight, it's just cranking out the home runs. If I get that, I will definitely do an unboxing, review, all that. As soon as we get a camera. This, again, we don't have a camera yet, so we're just doing podcasts. But soon, it will happen.
Now, I believe...
All right, and we're back. So, what's up now?
All right, so seeing as how this is one of our earlier episodes, as Camden was saying, off the air.
Getting to know us more. Who are we? What right do we have to be commentating on these things that other people are putting out? Movies, board games, video games. What makes us have an opinion on this?
In order to do this, I have to reintroduce myself. My name is Camden Bryce Olson, and I am the biggest, hairiest man amongst the group. And I am not by any means the 20-year-old Michael Green, who is devilishly handsome and who has a silver tongue.
Michael Dwayne Green.
Yes.
Dwayne.
Shut up.
It's like you have to put a draw on that
Shut up.
that name. Dwayne.
Shut up. Don't make fun of Michael. He's a cool dude.
He's got some Bubbles level glasses. If you're familiar with the Trailer Park Boys.
Fuck off, Hager.
I hate you so much.
But anyways, so no, we're going to take a minute to talk about the things we like. Our opinions that we give on here, it's mainly based on board games, movies, video games, that sort of thing. Maybe some books if we're feeling.
Would you say because every once in a while I want to talk about me?
That's a country song, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that. We can talk about music. We have varying opinions on music. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Pig. Pig, what would you say?
Pig is Chansey. He calls me Pig.
Pig is another name.
I call you Pig.
Anyhow,
and my alternate skin.
What would you say favorite movie if you had to go let's say you're a desert island movie, that you were on a desert island and you had nothing but coconuts to touch yourself with or whatever, and you had to watch one movie. I don't know if that makes much sense. Your one movie that you could watch over and over and over.
It has to be one movie.
One movie.
Top three.
No, one movie. One. There can only be one.
I honestly don't know.
Oh, that's a cop-out. Come on.
Top three then.
Okay, top three.
Top three. Let's go with Die Hard.
Which one?
One. It's an action movie and a Christmas movie.
Okay, continue.
And it's got Alan Rickman. What do you want?
Continue.
John Carpenter's The Thing. Man, I really don't know. Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
All right, so we got Die Hard. I'm okay with Die Hard. You've got Dawn of the Dead, Romero original,
That was a good one.
What was the other one?
The Thing.
The Thing. Very great choices, Mr. Pig. Mr. Dwayne.
Blind.
It is Camden Bryce Olson.
Michael, what would your three movies that you could take with you on this desert island to sip pina coladas and enjoy with a nice young lady?
My Little Pony, Magical
In this
Adventure.
fantasy land, it would be, first off, Pulp Fiction. Straight up. I'm a big Tarantino fan.
Sure you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
Continue.
Second
Pulp
one.
Fiction, all right. What else?
I like Pulp Fiction. It's a good movie. Second one. Man, this is actually...
Jackie Brown.
No, I'm not another Tarantino movie.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs is a good movie, but I don't think I could take like two Tarantino movies back to back. I would probably just...
All right, Pulp Fiction. What else we got?
Man, this is tough for me.
It is. See, I told you.
I'm not sure. All right, so I have a good like dialogue-heavy movie. I'm gonna go with...
Come on, dead air.
Oh, Camden, go.
Okay, so my top three movies that I had to watch. I was stranded on some island, no hope at all, and I somehow had a DVD player and a TV. The movies that I would watch: 1, Hook;
That's
2.
jeez,
What's wrong with Hook?
nothing.
Hook's good.
I somehow knew that would be up there.
Our pop punk band named Boo Box. Check us out on SoundCloud. It's not real.
That's not real. That's never a thing. It's Blake 182.
That could be a real thing.
That might be a real thing. We have a cover art.
Stay tuned.
I have lost my train of thought now.
Hook. What
Hey,
else?
Hook. Well, you really threw me off because I had it just a minute ago.
3 movies. Hook.
All right.
This is tougher than I thought it would
Death
be.
to Smoochie.
Death to Smoochie's good. I don't know that it would be top 3 for me.
Airbud. No.
So I'm going.
Balls to the wall.
Another future project we have planned
Airbud.
is
Paws to the wall.
is to do a
God.
redubbing of the movie
Homeward Bound.
It will be golden, and you will be first to hear it. Wow, I can't think now.
Hook.
You completely destroyed.
I derailed
My
your train of thought.
my train
All right,
of thought.
Michael. Second
Okay,
movie.
my number 2, I would have to say, would be Captain America Winter Soldier.
Really?
Yes, I loved that movie so damn much.
It's only because you're like 18. You'll realize.
I'm 20, you prick. Sorry that I'm not 50, pig.
I'm 20 and a half. I'm 20 and 3/4. I'm almost an adult.
You're almost an old man.
Whatever.
Just saying.
Okay, next.
Number 2.
Number 2. I have Hook number 1 and number 2. I'm going to say Alien. I really like Alien. I could watch Alien over and over again.
I want to replace Die Hard with Aliens.
No, Aliens is nowhere near. Minus Ripley Bush, Aliens is nowhere near as good as Alien.
Aliens
It's an
is
action
so
movie.
good.
It's ridiculous. No, you're wrong. It should be Alien. His number 2 is actually Alien, not Aliens.
Aliens
No.
with a double feature of Aliens and True Lies.
Ugh.
True Lies is so good.
Okay, my number 3. Michael, your number 3, actually.
I'm still thinking about
Fern
this
Gully.
one.
So that's pretty scary, that, like,
Yeah.
gelatinous blob that takes over the machinery. But what's your number 3, Michael?
This is very tough.
SLC Punk.
Clerks.
Clerks is good. Clerks is good. My number 3 choice is Con Air. Cyrus the damn virus. Come on,
Cyrus the Virus.
that movie is great. It's what more could you want?
Could it be DVDs, like TV shows? Like
No, not TV
box
shows.
sets?
TV shows.
Okay, if we're going to just
What is that song at the end of Con Air? Jeez. Was it Leanne Rhymes?
don't bring up Leanne Rhymes. You know I may have had a crush on her when I was little.
I got to work a show for Leanne Rhymes. Just saying.
What was that song?
I got
though?
to meet her.
No, it wasn't that Aerosmith song. What was that song?
But the Aerosmith song was a popular one.
No,
Security
that was,
for
that,
Leanne
that,
Rhymes
that
was
was
awful.
Armageddon. What was this
Oh,
song?
you're right. I have no idea.
It was one of the. Never mind.
So my
Never
top 3
mind.
movies, just to reiterate that was Hook, Con Air, and what was the second one?
Fern Gully.
Not Ferngully.
On Air.
And
Airbud.
it wasn't.
Paws to the wall.
I can't even think of it now.
Homeward Bound.
It's not that.
It was Homeward Bound.
Alien, Con Air,
Yeah,
and
I
Hook.
just watched Alien too. Those are my top 3 favorites.
Bebe's
I think.
Kids.
Mine is Aliens, The Thing. Oh, man. I don't want it to be Dawn of the Dead. Man, I don't
It's
know.
Bebe's Kids.
Bebe's Kids. is good.
Bebe's Kids.
We don't die, we multiply.
Cool World.
Oh, cool Runnings.
Cool. Oh,
Running Man.
We need,
I'll
no.
throw that. I'll throw
I
that
don't
wrench in
even
the
know.
works.
Evil Dead 2.
Really? Not Army of Darkness?
Nah, because Evil Dead 2 still got kind of the creepiness of Evil Dead 1, but it's got some of the slapstick stuff from Army of Darkness. It's like the perfect marriage of the two. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I can't. I couldn't pick a top 3. You just kill me.
All right. Well, can you pick a favorite TV show?
Oh God, favorite TV show. Jeez.
Or 3, if you want to do. We can do our top 3s. It could be maybe not all time, but just where you're at right now in life.
See, I've got one that I always go back to. It's not even really good. It's just entertaining, I guess. Prison Break.
I can give my top 3 TV shows right now.
Let me guess, Spartacus.
Spartacus, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Spartacus, Game of Thrones, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So
You'll grow out of it.
suck my dick.
My 3, I'm going to easily say, are Seinfeld, Workaholics, and Warehouse 13. I really enjoy Warehouse 13.
I cannot binge watch Seinfeld. I can't.
Well,
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I get the same sort of feeling to an extent out of Workaholics, and I really like Workaholics.
I can't stand Adam.
that
He is such a...
character is great.
Nothing against retarded people, but I'm pretty sure he's a retarded person, and I don't know. His personality, just grates on me. I can't do it. I can watch it in, short bursts, but It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Probably Prison Break, just because I've seen that show so many times. And
Muppet Babies?
Muppet Babies.
Yes.
Because of my girlfriend, I'm going to have to go with Friends.
Fraggle
I
Rock.
don't know what it is, but that show is it's just hilarious.
Your girlfriend is awful.
I'm going to go with Alf.
In some respects.
Fraggle Rock. And last but not least,
Hey, Fraggle Rock is good. Muppets are good.
I liked Alf.
Muppet Babies.
Do you ever remember watching the Muppet Show? Not the Muppet Show. Man, it was what was it called?
It was Jim Henson's with the one where he told stories.
No, it's another Muppet Show. It was in the 90s. It was it was a night show.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Oh my gosh.
I remember when there was the adult Ren and Stimpy
No,
that came on. What was
forget
that, Spike? Or,
Yeah, Spike. Keep talking. I'm gonna look this up.
And there was also there was the superhero cartoon that came on with Pamela Anderson as well.
Stripperella.
Yeah.
Stripperella. Wasn't that based off of an actual
Stan Lee.
Yep.
Man, pervy old dude, but hey.
Have you not heard what he said about comic books and electronic comic books and all that shit?
No.
Right, he was saying comic books are like boobs. They're nice to look at on a screen, but I'd rather hold one in my hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the man's got a point.
He's not wrong in that
He's
regard.
not wrong.
And back to the TV shows, Daredevil is fucking awesome.
Daredevil was good.
You can't deny.
So I didn't watch I tried watching the first season. It was far too slow for me. But because I like John Berthal, after watching Fury, I gave him a second chance with season 2 of Daredevil, and it was great.
Speaking of which, favorite superhero, Punisher. Go.
Favorite superhero? See, I'm not into Cape Comics. My favorite comic character is Morpheus from...
Punisher is
The
not
Endless.
exactly a caped hero.
Well,
so.
then I'm going to say
Muppets Tonight.
I'm going to say Morpheus from the Sandman
Muppets
series.
Tonight.
All right,
Dream of the
Chansey.
Endless. Who's your favorite superhero or comic character, rather?
Can that be two separate questions? Comic series and favorite superhero?
Okay, yeah, because that makes sense. Yeah, go for it.
Man, I don't know. I really dug 30 Days of Night when that first came out, and all the subsequent spin-offs that it had. But I really, really enjoyed Why the Last Man as a series.
All right.
Okay.
Man, hero. I don't know. I don't really read a lot of that stuff, but I do enjoy Kirkman's Invincible. So, nobody in specific from that.
Your
but
favorite series, Camden?
My favorite series is Sandman, the original run. Neil
Crossed.
Gaiman, 75 issues, original Sandman run. Overture was good. Took 2 years to come out with 6 issues, but it told a good story. My favorite character, my favorite hero, I'm going to say is probably either Vertigo's Lucifer or Constantine. Hellblazer specifically.
My favorite series has to be a tie between Batman Nightfall and the whole Punisher Max run that Garth Ennis did. It was just too damn good.
All right.
Who did Crossed? Was that Ennis or was that Ellis? Garth Ennis or Warren Ellis?
Checking because I'm not sure.
Yeah,
myself.
you're gonna have
I
to
get
check
those
that
two
one.
confused.
That is
One of
a-
them really hates God and everything, and that's a dude who does Crossed. Did he also do Preacher? Is that the same guy's
It's
Preacher?
No.
Garth Ennis wrote Crossed.
Garth Ennis also did Preacher.
Okay, yeah, because they both have he has the same artist on both series, I believe. I hate that art style.
Was it Steve Dillon? Steve Dillon's not my favorite.
No, the artist for Crossed, I just had it, was Jason Burrows for the first 10 issues.
Yeah, I do not like that dude's art style. Favorite comic artist, I really enjoy Ben Templesmith. I love his artwork ever since 30 Days of Night. Templesmith's got some great artwork.
Mark Cicchetto.
Dave McKean.
And for like future reference, I don't do a lot of comic books. I don't do board games. I really don't do a lot of video games. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Why are you here?
I don't know.
You do
You're my
movies.
brother.
I'm pretty casual about that.
You
Like,
do movies.
You do movies. You've got the most extensive.
I do
film
movies, video
knowledge.
games, comic books, but board games is Camden Olsen's
I mean,
territory.
I read comic books, but I'm not like I don't keep up with comics. Like I'll pick up a series and I'll be like, oh,
Are
this
you
looks
reading
cool,
any series right
and
now?
then I'm not. Like
You're-
I'll read.
You're doing the TMNT Batman crossover.
See, I haven't read it yet, but I'll read I'll
I've been
read
buying you the issues.
I know, but I haven't read them. I like Ninja Turtles.
Ungrateful.
I stay current with Walking Dead. Yeah, it's really all I really read
I like
right
Walking
now.
Dead. I've been reading all my Daredevil shit.
See, I don't read any of the Marvel stuff. I tried reading Civil War, and I was just like, eh.
Well, that's where you went wrong.
Oh well, I mean, I did start with year one, and then I went all the way up until Azrael came in. So what, after Nightfall?
Yeah, Azrael came in after Batman.
Yeah, that was
Back
pretty
gets
ridiculous.
broken by Bane.
Batman Hush.
And
That's
and
what you
then
need to
Hush is
read.
good.
yeah, I went through that whole storyline, and then
I mean the Long Halloween,
Long
Dark
Halloween,
Victory,
dude,
and
yeah.
what's the other one in that series? There's Long Halloween. Dark Victory.
I just tried just looking up,
What's
to go.
the third one?
Fuck it, I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, it's hard getting
It's like
just like
something
a
night.
straight chronological order.
There's really not a way to
Give
do
me
it.
that.
And also the same who did Long Halloween, they did a Catwoman run called When in Rome, and it's really good too.
Oh, okay. So quick Batman tangent here. So how about that Killing Joke animated movie that's coming out?
I'm excited. Killing Joke's good.
Ooh, I'm all
Alan
in.
Moore
I'm all in. DC animated
arguably
never
can do
goes
no
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's Kevin Conroy again
Yep.
and Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I don't think it can be bad.
No, I mean they're the two best. They're the best Batman, best Joker.
I can agree with this. I like Kevin Conroy. All the animated Batmans have been really, really good. What was it? The Beware the Bat that came on.
was it Haunted Night?
Yes. maybe.
Okay, yeah, because that's what's coming up. So
Okay.
I didn't read it then. I read.
That
Long
sounds right. I
Halloween.
know it's something night. It's really good. That whole series is good by those.
I like Nightfall, but I hated the Azrael shit.
Yeah, well, the 2004 Azrael when he's like a Templar assassin's really good, but
Well, yeah.
whoever it's just not. It's not good.
So what else do we need
Well,
to?
favorite video game.
Go
I
on,
think
Chancey.
this warrants just one.
You be
Well, okay,
the
no,
first.
three games that you really enjoy.
How about just the types of games that
No,
we enjoy?
3 games. Give us three
games.
titles.
You told us 3 games that
You
you,
did. You
really
told us
enjoyed.
Just Cause 2. You can always go back to Just Cause 2 just
Yeah.
to dick around in. What else do I like besides Just Cause 2 that I always go back to? No, I don't know. Go.
No,
Just
Michael, take it.
take a game.
Rainbow Six.
Which one? 64.
Any Rainbow Six game I've enjoyed.
Rainbow Six Vegas
All
2.
right, I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I'm gonna go for right now.
All right.
Rainbow Six Siege, Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt, and currently Wolf Among Us. It's free on Xbox Live, so
That is your favorite game?
right now, yeah.
Like all time?
All
Favorite?
time, Dragon Age Origins, Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. Right now, Rainbow Six Siege.
All right, I can give mine. These are the ones I've had the biggest like emotional connection that actually made me feel something.
Oh,
which is pretty
let me
rare.
take that back. Metal Gear Solid 5: Phantom Pain.
Yeah, I may have to shoehorn that in. That's honorable mention for my list because that game is wonderful. But I have so many good memories sitting through and playing Ocarina of Time. I did not play it on 64. I got it on GameCube and played it like a remastered version of it. And it just, I can remember sitting hours in a chair, like sweating, trying to beat that during a summer, and then just having to talk to my friends from church. And you remember Chris Province, right? I'd always go to him and ask him for advice on how to beat a certain temple. And I just played it months, and I loved it. Another one was Metroid for GameCube, actually. I remember getting that Christmas morning and being completely blown away. Eli and I would Metroid Prime. Eli and I would set up all night playing that, unlocking the different parts of your suits, new parts of the map.
I finally sat down and actually plowed through some Zelda games because I've never been a Zelda fan. I can't do those, the 3D games. But I went through the original Legend of Zelda, played through that. It was great. A Link Between Worlds and A Link to the Past. Went through both of those. Liked both of those. Those are great. But I know my other two. I can't pinpoint a specific game, but series, anything Super Mario, any of the Super Mario Brothers games, I love those. I can always go back to those. I can always play through those. And Pokemon, like the Pokemon proper, not any of like the mystery dungeons or Ranger, whatever. Just like blue, red, or green, whatever. I don't remember. Yellow, silver, gold.
Okay.
X, Y, black, white.
So my number 3, I'm going to have to say Elder Scrolls Morrowind.
That's a good
and
one.
its expansions I had. Again, this goes back
That's
to...
a good choice.
Eli and I spent a good part of our childhood together, playing video games, staying up all night, drinking an obscene amount of Mountain Dew. And we just had so much fun exploring. The story is great. There was none of this quick travel nonsense that there is in other games now. You actually had to hoof it on the map. There wasn't any markers on your map. So
you also had to flip through your journal in Morrowind.
You had to go through. It was like you were actually exploring. It was a great experience. I would play that game if anyone offered. It's just wonderful experience. Lots of memories with all 3 of those games.
You can get the first 4 Elder Scrolls games, I think, for $50.
Yeah, on PC.
On PC.
I don't have a PC.
You need a gaming PC just to play.
It's just a bunch to upkeep. Whatever. I'll be one of the terrible unwashed.
Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play current games? Are you gonna keep up on games and play current games? Yeah. Or are you just gonna go back to play older games like the?
I play current games.
Like all your Elder Scrolls games and all that.
I loved the Phantom Pain. That game,
dude.
I don't feel much, and I had feelings when he's rubbing. No spoiler alert. When he's rubbing ashes on his face overlooking the oceans, man.
I cried at the point where
it's bad.
I cried at Quiet's final mission. I did.
Yeah, the feels with Quiet. That game brings the feels.
Another game that brought all right. So what are game series that bring nostalgia and
my 3
emotion?
My 3 that I picked were all because of nostalgia and the emotional connection I made to those times in my life.
Metal Gear, because Metal Gear Solid was my first game that I ever played and beat. And on the original PlayStation, that was the first one that I ever played and beat.
I can remember sitting at home with my brother and my cousin over, playing Star Tropics and pausing it for long periods of time so they didn't have to start over.
Yeah, those were the struggles in the days of the NES.
Before you could say...
I tried to go back and revisit Star Tropics. It's good, but I don't know. I don't know if I ever played the sequel.
No, you had Star Tropics too. I remember.
Zords or Zed's Revenge or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I tried playing it, but I didn't ever beat it like I beat the first ones. The first Star Tropics is great. Oh, Shadowgate.
Shadowgate. That I would like the equivalent of that.
They remastered that and re-released it on PC.
Do you remember on PC when we had a Windows 95 or whatever?
Windows 95.
And
we
had what was that? Myth or?
We had Myst.
Myst. That game was scary.
I don't really remember that. I remember we played Shivers.
Was that the game that was scary? I thought it was
Shivers was the one where you got dropped off at the haunted house and there was all the puzzles and stuff that you had to solve.
See, I thought that was
Myst was kind of like the same point and click thing, but you're on an island and there's lots of puzzles. Shivers,
I just remember being really scared watching you play that.
Shivers, you're at a house, and then there was Shivers 2 where you're in a deserted town, and it kind of reminded me of Phantoms.
I played the educational games.
Road Rash, we had Road Rash.
Road Rash, the motorcycle game.
Road Rash was so good. That they need to reboot that.
That was a good game. I remember that.
Road Rash.
And whatever that became stock on the 95, it was a flight game. We had that joystick.
Oh, yeah, Dad loved that.
Yeah, I loved that.
Yeah, Sierra Games, man, they back in the day, like every PC game is like Sierra Games. Like, yeah, it's a good game because it's Sierra.
I remember getting that Aliens vs. Predators vs. Marines game. And couldn't beat it.
Alien vs. Predator Gold.
And it was so difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not the savant I am these days.
That thing also got ported to the Atari Jaguar.
I never owned one.
I didn't either. I almost bought one at KB Toys for $50 on a church trip
KB
once.
Toys. I miss KB Toys.
I miss KB Toys.
I remember whenever that shut down.
You could get toys on the cheap. I remember Nan would take us, and she'd buy us toys and stuff.
Do you remember when we had Babadges?
The what?
Babadges.
What's a babadge? Are you stuttering?
Babadge. No, Babadge predated EB Games.
What? I remember EB Games.
You were probably too young for Babadges.
Oh, was it over there by where the aquarium was, like the pet store?
You remember the pet store, which is now, what, Victoria's Secret?
Oh, I remember that.
Still a pet store.
Now the food court used to be Osco Drugs.
Now, mind you, this means nothing to any of you unless you're from the Fort Smith, Arkansas area.
But do you remember the food court being Osco
I
Drugs?
I do remember it being Osco
and then
Drugs. Remember the Snapple Rain and Fire drinks?
Okay, that has nothing to do with the
But
mall.
no, we bought them at Osco one time.
I don't remember that.
I do.
Okay,
This
Osco
trip down
Drugs.
memory lane.
It is.
I think to the left of Osco Drugs there was Chick-fil-A,
Yep. And there was
where
that
Charlotte
Chinese,
Russe is now.
that Chinese joint.
I don't remember Chinese.
There's a
joint.
Chinese joint down there.
And I think to the right of Osco Drugs was Babadges, but it was like an old game store.
Remember, we got all of our clothes from Gazooks.
We did
And
get
it
all of
looked
our.
like we were wearing like tinfoil shirts.
We were wearing all
Like, we
kinds
were-
of weird polyester shirts.
We had the club wear on lock.
Do you remember? Okay, they got.
You
I
had the
don't.
swag before swag was real.
EB Games where it was
I remember when it was over there by American Eagle.
American Eagle and the Jewelers.
Yes.
I remember I got so excited I saved up $300, went and bought a PlayStation 2 and
I
bought
remember
Grand
that.
Theft Auto 3.
I remember that.
So happy. And then I had Shane over and we just played Grand Theft Auto for days,
I remember that. I was really into G.I. Joes back then.
blowing up G.I. Joes.
No, I was still with my love affair with G.I. Joes. Is then I grew up a little bit and started wearing
I didn't know
shoes.
I didn't know you were Sid. Toy Story.
We blew up a lot of G.I. Joes.
I'm sad now. Those poor toys.
I know.
I have it on film.
You're terrible people.
I
Why
have-
am I friends with
I have
you?
Camden and Kyle taking CO2 cartridges, trying to stick them in a Pinewood Derby car and hit it with a nail and a hammer to launch them.
My God.
We did what we did to have fun.
I hate all of you now.
We had what we had.
Oh man.
Okay,
Miss
speaking
you.
of
This went way different route I thought we were
Nostalgia
going to go.
bombs.
speaking of video games, back to the topic.
Video
of
games.
said video games. Pretty much most Tom Clancy titles like brought me all the joy. Like
such an
Splinter
angsty
Cell,
teenager.
Rainbow Six. You shut up, pig.
Okay, Splinter Cell was good.
I like Splinter Cell until they went Jason Bourne with it.
I liked up to Pandora. After the second one, Pandora Tomorrow, I thought was one of the best ones.
Chaos Theory, dude. This is whenever they introduced the knife. Yeah. But they're coming out with a new Ghost Recon that is going to play similar to Phantom Pain. They're dropping you in open world Mexico, and you're going up against cartels with a 5-man special forces team.
That's cool. When's that slated to come
Did y'all
out?
ever play
That
Payday?
is slated to
I did
come
not.
out, I believe.
I feel like Payday is a game that we
Hold
all need to
up.
play together.
Let me look this up for a second.
What is it?
You coordinate bank robberies.
Oh,
Payday? It's like Left 4 Dead, but with bank robberies.
is it
Yeah.
out?
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's been out
I
for
think-
it's been
I
out
think
for
the
a
sequel is
long
out.
time. Yeah, Payday
Yeah.
2's out. Like, but it's one of those games that you can't play with just solo, and you can't, and it's like something that you don't want to play with random people because you want to play with people that you know that you can count on because you are robbing a bank. You can't
so
just.
I can't
I'm gonna
count
go rob.
on any of the people I know.
I'm gonna go rob a bank teller, and then some dumbass is gonna go shoot people, and then get the cops on us. So you want people that you can trust, so you can coordinate a bank robbery and yeah,
But isn't that just training for real life shenanigans?
whatever.
It is slated to come out sometime this year. I'm not sure as to an actual release date yet, but I have seen gameplay on it. It looks pretty legit.
Well, I'd be down for that.
I'm always down for new Tom Clancy games.
Well,
Nah.
God rest his soul.
well, this definitely took a different turn than what we originally intended.
But now you know a lot more about us.
Yeah, now you know more of what makes us who we are, our likes or dislikes. So I think overall this was constructive. What would you say, Pig?
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael?
I would say it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right,
We Gucci, bro.
why don't you close us out, Pig?
All right, guys. Check us out. Did we ever figure out what our Facebook was?
Yes,
Was
it's BoredGamers Productions.
So it's facebook.com/BoredGamersProduction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the YouTube
We're
channel.
also on Instagram, yo, at BoredGamers Podcast.
All right. Check us out there. Until next time. Ooh. Sorry. We are out.
Later.